Wondering how to get your hands on refined quartz? Just put a regular old quartz in the furnace. You'll need a lump of coal to fuel the fire. Good advice. Hello everyone, Artemir the Violet Wizard here, and today we're continuing Stardew Valley. Last time we got started on some of the things we could do in winter, and now we're going to be continuing our journey here. We're very early into this month now. Dear Hayden, you've been such a help around town since you moved here. Everyone keeps telling me all the wonderful things you've done for them. Please accept this thank you prize, Mayor. So right off the bat, we got 2,500 G. That is very nice. Really shows a lot of people have been very happy with all the work we've been putting in around just everything. That definitely makes me happy. So yeah, we're back into some more Stardew Valley. The winter season is definitely fraught with excitement. So we've already gotten to see quite a bit, like some of the new fish we could catch, and just getting a knack for how things are going to be at this time. So something that I'm very happy we were able to get to see is we got 3 of the community center bundles all finished. So we only have 2 more sections of the community center to do, and then we are all done with this questline. Very excited. But in order to accomplish all that, we're going to need to make a few very big changes to the farm. Namely, I really want to get the coop and the barn upgraded to their final level, which should be happening relatively soon. Alright, you girls are all having fun there. Let's get these processed into mayonnaise. That iridium egg will definitely make some good quality mayonnaise. Let's go check on our bovines. I'm also thinking that we'll probably move the fish pond up so that we don't have to walk as far in order to reach it. That'd probably be a good idea. Oh, Sprig doesn't have any milk for us, so pulling on her teats were pretty much useless there. Don't worry, everything will be a bit better. So I'll probably want to stop by Robin and get the fish pond moved so it's a bit closer to things up here. Yeah, it'll be very interesting to see how things on the farm are changing over the course of these next couple of sessions. Especially because we will be taking a break after we get done most of the stuff we can do here, so... And once we are all done with our first year, what I would like to do is let's get started making some more pale ale with these hops. Just overall a good source of money by doing that, and definitely be helpful. Could make some more preserves if we had... We don't really have anything that's good for making preserves, so we'll just ignore that then. Alright, so how about we head into town? One of my big goals during this session is to gather up the resources we're going to need. Ooh, I see something there. So here's another plant that is growing out in this season, which is holly. Just a very traditional Christmassy plant that grows out here. Unlike most things you can forage, they actually give you a negative energy since holly plants are poisonous. And they don't make good gifts for citizens as far as I know, so I wouldn't recommend giving them to people. But things like the crocus, I could definitely recommend, especially if you want to level up Sandy, because there's a lot of good rewards by getting Sandy's relationship up. We have a mission to go slay some slimes. We're not going to get our pickaxe back until tomorrow. We could accept that mission for now. So yeah, definitely one of the major things I want to do is resource gathering, which we should be handling very soon. So just want to take a moment to look around first before we begin on this day. Especially because we have another mission to catch some squid, which could be good. Squid are a very good thing to make money with. Got a chewing stick. Yep, that is pretty good. Hey there, Robin. So got a task for you today. So we are moving these guys. We don't really need it too far up. We don't have to worry about any other trees for the time being, so we'll put these guys up here. And we don't need to build anything else for the time being. As you can see here, the resources you need in order to get the maxed out coop and barn is a lot. We're going to be putting in a lot of work to get all that. I want to build up my energy first, then I can take stock on the stuff that we need. Actually, we have a lot of meals back at the farm. We can easily recover our energy that way. So yeah, things for me have been pretty good. It's my day off again, and I'm very looking forward to my next day off because that is when I'm taking a massive break from work, since we have been pretty much working non-stop throughout this entire pandemic. So I am really looking forward to that break. Should be a good time. Especially with some of the things I'm intending to also get done. Because one of my main things I've been doing in between, like, certain game releases is trying to play through some games that I've been meaning to finish, and I've already been making some pretty good progress with that these days. Yeah, we can sell the holly. There's pretty much no reason to be keeping it. The crocuses, meanwhile, we're going to be keeping, as they'll be a good gift to give to Sandy. So yeah, in terms of resources, oh wow, we do not have enough wood for this. We got plenty of stone in order to do one of the builds we need. So that is good. We'll be able to do that right away. We've got some cheese we can put in the fridge for now. So I want to look at the meals we can currently make. Not going to be able to do that until later. That's not going to be until spring. We're going to need sardines for that. We should be able to catch those. Don't think we'll be able to do that until later. That's much later. That's going to require something we're not growing until the next year. So yeah, pretty much all of our recipes are done for the time being. Would have really liked if we saved a couple more things, but unfortunately, I did not have the foresight to do that. We now have free sturgeon right now, which is pretty good. We can actually start harvesting some of those guys and selling them for money, but I don't feel like that's going to be really necessary. Let's grab some food here. Some nice sashimi. Always gives some good energy. Alright, so we are going to need a lot of wood for this next project. In fact, what I could recommend is upgrading the axe to the next level, as that will allow you to cut down trees a lot faster, just making it much better for harvesting wood. It also doesn't eat up as much energy. which I definitely appreciate. So yeah, this is going to be a very resource gathering heavy stream session, along with a few other things, but probably not going to be too major. Just want to focus on getting these building upgrades, which, they're going to be pricey. We do have some methods for making money here that hopefully we'll be able to do alongside some of the requests that we have been getting. But yeah, this is going to be a pretty chill stream session, I think. So as I said before, winter is very much a breather season. So you're going to be spending mostly your time here focusing on getting resources and preparing for how things are going to be developing on the farm once the second year starts. And I'm very much looking forward to starting the second year on the stream series, even though it's going to be taking a while, because I got some plans and we'll definitely be taking a break from Stardew Valley once the first year has concluded. But in terms of some of my other plans, I definitely got quite a lineup of things I want to do, and I'm very excited to get started on them. Especially because they mainly involve games that I really love. Either games that from my childhood I really love, some games that I started playing in my teen years and grew a lot of appreciation for, and some stuff that is coming out pretty soon that I am really excited for. So yeah, that is definitely going to be a treat for the channel. Really looking forward to that. Alright, we are close to having all the wood we need for this. It's a bit low on energy right now, but we can make some field snacks to recharge our energy. And then later on, we should be heading to the beach to catch some squid for Willy. It's also nice that we're clearing out a bit more space on the farm by doing this, because we're going to need a lot of space for some of the projects that I have in the future of this farm. Probably not going to handle most of those until we start the second year, but I'm really excited, because getting to see the farm develop and how much more space we're going to be using on it, it's definitely going to be interesting. Definitely makes me happy that I went with the standard farm for these streams, because just with all the space that the standard farm gives you, makes it really good for just planning out a lot of different things to do. And it doesn't give us a lot of the other perks that the other farms give you, but still overall a very good one. As I said before, definitely recommend doing the other farms when you have a bit more experience with the game and looking to do certain challenges. Because the perks that the other farms give you are definitely something. Like, one of the things that I would say is very difficult with one of the more recent farms is the I'm saying here is the beach farm, which could definitely be tricky to deal with because that farm has mostly sandy ground on it, and because of that, you can't place down any sprinklers, which normally would make doing a lot of work on the farm so much easier, but because you do not have that luxury anymore, this makes things pretty tricky. Alright, we have all the resources we need to get started on one of these things. That gets me very excited. Not in that way. Already took care of that. Let's go catch us some squid. Alright, iridium rod is good. We don't have any lures at the moment. Actually, we have a dress spinner. Let's go ahead and equip that to our iridium rod. So yeah, we got the final rod upgrade, giving us everything we need to handle all of the aquatic things we need to deal with. Alright, so we got 2 squid to catch, and then we need to talk to Willy. It's gonna be a little interesting considering how late into the day it is. I know that Willy's shop doesn't open very late, but he does hang out at the bar pretty late into the night, so we should be able to get this mission done on time, depending on our luck for fishing these things up. Alright, let's see what we got here. That one's not moving around too much, so probably not a squid. No, but that is an albacore. That can be sold for quite a bit, especially because we got the iridium rank. Ooh, boy. So yeah, things have been pretty good lately. I had a pretty good day today. For lunch, instead of going out, since this is family day and a lot of things are closed at the moment, so I thought I would cook myself some bacon and eggs that I had left over, and they are good. I've definitely been getting a lot better at making bacon and eggs, which I'm definitely quite pleased with. Pretty simple thing to prepare, all things considered, but yeah, just a very tasty meal for me. It's definitely one of the perks of being an adult, is that I get to decide what my meals are going to be, and it can be very fun with the different prep work for the various things. Like, I usually do rice and chicken. Sometimes I will cook something else, like pork, or maybe heat up some roast beef for a sandwich. But yeah, my usual standard is the chicken and rice. Sometimes I'll also make myself some pasta. But mostly I try to eat pizza at least once a week. That's kind of my thing, just to treat myself after a week of busy work. And I've definitely been working a lot these days, so definitely appreciate the odd little treat every once in a while. And we are having, like, no luck catching squid right now. I know we can get them here. Oh, come on, man. Yeah, we are just having no luck catching these squid right now. Which is a little concerning because we only have so much time left in this night. So in terms of other things I've been doing, earlier this morning I was doing some sketches for... I was just drawing a couple of characters for a Discord server that I'm in. Turned out very well, and the reception to them was very positive, so I was definitely very happy with that. Definitely been wanting to draw a lot more at this time, because I've been kind of neglecting my drawings in the first couple of weeks of this year, but I definitely want to buckle down and focus more on that. Because I really like drawing. It's definitely a passion of mine, and especially want to draw some thumbnail art for some of the things I want to do on stream, which it's going to take a while before we get started on those projects, but it would be nice to have the thumbnails ready before then. Really? We only got coal from that? Come on, what about the times where I would fish up diamonds? Remember that game? Remember? It's all the times I would find diamonds so easily? Oh, this one's moving around quite a bit. So this might be a squiddy. Oh, hey. Settle down, you. Yep, that is a squid. So we just need one more. We have a little bit of time before we need to retire for this day. Hopefully we're able to get this thing. So in terms of some other stuff that I've been thinking of and wanting to do is wanting to try to get some more clothes lately, because over the course of this pandemic, I haven't been doing a lot of clothes shopping, and I would definitely like to rectify that. It's just that it's kind of awkward to try to find the right clothes at this time, because I'm not comfortable using changing rooms at the moment. So I'm usually stuck trying to find certain things. There we go. There's all the squid we need, so we can go talk to Willy, provided he's actually at the bar right now. Alright, can we load some bait into these as well? Good. But yeah, I would definitely like to try to get some more clothes. So I bought some new... Oh, hey, Willy. Give me my money. So I actually bought some new pairs of jeans a couple weeks ago that I was quite pleased with. Let me tell you, also going shopping when you're someone of my size, definitely a little tricky. It's always just kind of difficult finding the right size of clothes that you need. Alright, so these guys, we don't need too many of these for recipes. We could hold on to the squid, because they're needed for some recipes. Yeah, we'll hold on to some squid. Those can be important. I should really move the garbage machines up here, because we don't need them down by the pond over here anymore. Let's move these up where the other machines are. I can always find a new place for them a bit later. Okay. It's 1 a.m., so we're definitely not going to have a lot of energy. That's okay. I made some decent money there. So we should be very close to being able to afford the coop upgrade, which I'm definitely excited for. Golden pickaxe is ready. Alright, so we can go back into the mines. It'll be a beautiful, sunny day. Oh, it's finally time! So we got caviar, the cured roe of a sturgeon fish, considered to be a luxurious delicacy. This is why I highly recommended catching sturgeon and putting them in the fish pond above any other type of fish. This is one of the best artisan goods in the game, and I highly recommend setting up the fish pond for these specifically. They're just such a tremendously good thing to get. So yeah, that'll definitely fill up the collection nicely and give us a good sum of money. So looks like the sturgeon have another request for us. So we need to bring them 2 maple syrup. So for current time, I believe we can still get some tappers to do what we need. So we actually have the 2 maple syrup, so we can put them in there. Ah, maple syrup. This really makes us feel at home. So now we'll be able to breed a couple more sturgeon. That's definitely very exciting. Just thinking about all of the fish that we are breeding and how we'll just eventually have so many that we'll be able to catch and sell them. Just make a good amount of money. I'm actually thinking of setting up another fish pond for squid, because the squid can give you a resource that will definitely be helpful, especially for making certain recipes. So yeah, I definitely recommend setting up multiple fish ponds. They can be very beneficial and lucrative to you. Okay, so what are we doing next? Sell these mushrooms first, because we don't really need them right now. Check on the animals again. Make sure they're all good. Alright, Almond looks like they're doing pretty good, and so is Moss. Alright, it's definitely good to remember that both the goat and the duck will be able to provide their goods at the same time. No, wait, on opposite days, actually, is what I'm thinking. Yeah, so we'll be able to handle the different products on different days. It's definitely important for me to remember. There we go. So what I really want is for my goat to start producing some large milk. It's going to be a little while before we do that. Ooh. I can see now that our crystallarium is now growing some diamond. So I'll definitely make us some good money. Yeah, at the moment we do need money for my project, so we can go ahead and sell that. I was thinking maybe that we could give that as a gift to boost our relations with our villagers a bit more, but no, we need money. I know I'm being kind of greedy about that, but come on. Right, store some more milk for later. Alright, we got the pond already. And let's go grab our new and improved pickaxe. Then we can head down into the mine and kill some slimes. So, the last couple of days, I've actually been getting back into some of my other Stardew files and been having pretty good time getting some of the new stuff in with their craving for tuna. We can't catch tuna this season, so we can try to get that for Emily. So yeah, I've been doing some more work in my other farms, and especially with one of them, which is also a standard farm, been able to unlock one of the extra areas in the game that was added in one of the later updates, and hoo boy, I cannot wait until we get started on that when we get back into this game for year 2, because, oh man, the content that opens up to us from that point is just so good. I just cannot wait to get started on it. Alright, so I'm thinking, I want to stop by her house right quick, because I want to grab some meals, since we're going into a very dangerous section of the mine, so I want to be properly equipped for this. Yeah, we'll grab our sashimi. And we should be prepared. Except we gotta hunt 6 of the red slimes, which can only be found in the lowest levels of the mine. It's also nice because during winter, I see this as one of the best times to try to get as far into the mines as you can. Just because there's not a lot going on in terms of the other tasks you need to do in the year, since you're not doing a lot of farming. I see this as one of the best times of the year to try to get as deep into the mine as you can. And I am not blocking as much as I should down here. We're taking so much damage. Oh! Killing that guy, we got a secret note. So once you get the magnifying glass from that shadowy person at the start of winter, you are now able to find secret notes from a variety of methods, either from killing enemies or breaking stones. Let's go ahead and read it. I hid something behind the community center. So these secret notes will tell you a variety of hints and Easter eggs that can be pretty helpful to you in acquiring certain exclusive content. Definitely really appreciate it. So definitely want to get focused on taking care of that very soon. And we're already very low on health. Let's eat some more. Take this guy out. We've got another secret note. Let's see what this one has for us. It's Penny's handwriting. I want to get everyone something they love. Mom, parsnip, glazed hams, no beer. Jazz, fairy rose, plum pudding. Vincent, pink cake, grape. Mr. Molnar, leek, fried mushroom. Granny Molnar, beet, tulip. So that is another nice thing about the secret notes, is that they give you hints about what the villagers' favorite items are. They don't tell you all of the favorite items, but they give you hints about some of them that are pretty easy to obtain. And gives you a relatively good time frame for when's the best time to give each of the person their favorite items. So, for example, George really likes leek, so you have the best chances to boost your relation with him during the spring. Meanwhile, Vincent likes grapes, which can be found out in the wild in summer and can be grown on the farm during the fall. So those are both good times for doing that. Oh, this is very dangerous, very dangerous. Gotta get away! We are so low health right now. I don't want to get hurt. Alright, note to self, we gotta bring more food when we go down here. Oh, that's an interesting enemy. I believe the official name for that guy is Squid Kid, and yeah, it looks nothing like a squid. It looks like a placeholder that just became a regular enemy. But yeah, if you see those guys, you'll definitely want to try to take them out, because they can drop some really good stuff for you. Especially things that will be important for recipes. Do we have anything to give us energy? The white algae can. So let's hurry up and eat that. Alright, so we'll be able to talk to Lewis. He should be at the inn today, so we can go a little bit farther into the mine. Try to get to floor 95. So actually not too far from the bottom, since the mines have 120 floors in total. So we are steadily getting to the end of this section, which is definitely pretty exciting. There's definitely going to be some good stuff for us in store when we finally get to the bottom. So I could definitely harvest some stone here, but don't need it too much since we now have the quarry open. So what's nice that we finally have the quarry... Oh, there are the stairs. What's nice that we have the quarry open is that when you break rocks in the quarry, you're always guaranteed to get rocks dropped. So, it's a good way to gather up some resources, should you need them on the farm. And over time, we'll also see some other good things spawning over there, like we can get some various ore deposits and some gems or geodes. So overall, just having the quarry open is really good for just allowing us to be able to access some stuff that's usually exclusive to the mines. Alright, could these lava bats just go away? Piss off, bats. I'm just feeling like Applejack in that one episode of MLP where the Sweet Apple Acres just gets infested with vampire fruit bats. She sings a whole song just about how she wants to get rid of them, which is kind of weird considering the usual tone for the song. Actually, I really like the song. Gives me a lot of Danny Elfman vibes. Oh, look at me talking about My Little Pony while I'm in the middle of playing Stardew Valley. But hey, what can I say? It just popped in my head. It's definitely getting a lot of good gems here. You guys just leave me alone. Got so many enemies. Ow. Okay, we cleared up pretty much everything, so we are, floor 95. We could go up right now, but I want to see if there's anything good we can find here. Do we have any... nothing to heal with. So luckily there isn't a whole lot on this floor. But I am thinking about what we're going to see on the next section here, and yeah, we could probably expect some minor difficulty going forward. Something else I can say about having the quarry open, there's something else to this place that I didn't go over last time just because I was focused on some other things. When you have access to the quarry, there's this little cave that now becomes accessible to you. We're not going to go in there just yet, but trust me when I say you'll probably want to go down there at some point. But yeah, every once in a while, probably like a week or so, I could recommend going to the quarry and just see if any ore or any gemstones have spawned in that you can break open. And if you need to gather stone for any projects, then I could recommend going there in order to grab those. Yes, with the money we currently have, I could definitely sell some of the gems we've gathered here. Oh yeah, we got that thing from the... we got that message to check behind the community center for something. So how about we go and do that? Somewhere around here... it's behind the community center. I don't know specifically where. Oh man, this is just kind of tricky right now. I know there's something back here, just can't seem to find it. Now, what's this? There we go! There's a statue of a stone Janemo. Garden art for your farm. So I believe that item will only spawn in once you have seen the secret note telling you its location. I believe that's the thing with all of the secret notes. You have to actually get it in order to get their rewards. So yeah, don't think that if you preemptively know their locations, that you can just take care of it immediately. So while we're here, we already got all these gems from the underground. How about we give an aquamarine to our friend Emily, since she really likes these. So that went very well. Saw a few other people leaving. I could show off one of the other mini games, but I kind of don't feel like it right now. Yeah, everything else around here is good. Actually, I'm thinking, since we have Leia here, we haven't really done a lot with Leia, so how about we give her a gift with a crocus? There you go. This is a really nice gift. Thank you. So yeah, that was definitely a very productive day, getting all of that, and clearing up that floor. Alright, so tomorrow I want to give Emily a tuna. Should be able to fish one up no problem. Alright, we already got some pale ale. Go ahead and sell that, among some of our other things. Pretty much just stockpiling all of these because I know they'll be useful for some things in the future. But there is also no shame in selling them in case you just need money. Alright, so we can set up that stone Janemo somewhere. We don't really need that on the farm itself, so how about we take it inside? Let's display it in our room back here. So I don't know if I went over this before, but now that we can make goat cheese from goat's milk, that is one of Leia's favorite items. So if you're looking to romance Leia or just build up her relationship, that is a good way to do that. Oh man, I want to see how much money we made just off the caviar alone. So yep, 500G. Definitely made us a good amount of money. And for mining, yeah, got a very good sum of money. So we should be pretty close to being able to afford this coop upgrade. Yep, we can afford it. Alright, so I'll definitely want to stop by Robin's very soon. Bundle up, folks. Gonna snow tomorrow. So what I got here. I've got an unusual request. Could you keep this a secret? I want you to deliver an amethyst to Emily. It's her favorite stone. Tell her it's from me, Clint. Oh, what do we got here? Yeah, there's kind of a recurring storyline in this game about Clint in that he has a crush on Emily. Which is actually kind of depressing since Emily is one of the... she's one of the bachelorettes you're actually able to marry, so you just totally cuck Clint in that situation. Oh boy. Especially don't know how I feel about using that kind of language. But oh well, it's all good. So hopefully these plants should be fully grown very soon. Then we can start reproducing them to make a lot more money. Yeah, my main goal with the winter forage stuff that we're growing is to try to replicate as many as we can so that we get one giant harvest by the end of the season. And just by keeping track of the days that we have these seeds, it should give me a good indicator of when is the right time to finally cash in our harvest. Oh! I am excited to see this! So this is one of the other products that the duck is able to give you. A duck feather. As you can expect, these are very valuable. They can be given as gifts to people, and they will like them. It's actually one of Elliot's favorite items, so they're definitely good to have in stock if you're looking to befriend or romance him. Oh, wait, did I miss an egg in there? I was so focused on the duck feather that I just completely forgot. Yep, there it is. So yeah, that is definitely good. It's also a favorite item for a character who got added in a later update. We're not going to see them for quite a while, but I just want to bring attention to that for the future. So yeah, I'm so happy we're able to get that. That is just such a rare item. And if you saw when we were going into their inventory, that is actually an item we need for the community center. So we'll go ahead and put those in there. And we got something for the community center. That makes me so happy. That's one of the items we needed to finish up one of these bundles. So definitely pleased as punch for that. And we got 2 missions right now that require talking to Emily. That's interesting. Oh, that's right. We were going to go see Robin. Right. So we want to gather up our stone and our wood. So yep, you need at least 500 pieces of wood, 200 stone, and 20,000 G in order to make this upgrade that I'm going for. So yeah, definitely very pricey, definitely very resource heavy, but one that I definitely recommend. Alright, so tomorrow's Caroline's birthday. The monsters known as Squid Kid are throwing the elemental balance into disarray. Like an adventurer, enter the mines and slay one of these beasts. Of course, Rasmodius would send us on this mission. And yeah, the creatures are called Squid Kid, even though they look nothing like squid. Go figure. Alright, so I want to take this to the bulletin board, and we'll put that in the dye bundle. We only got a few more of these to do. Ah, dang, I realized before I actually had wine and I forgot to put that in a bundle. I'll have to remember that. Among other things. So we're not going to be able to finish the dye bundle until year 2, as we do not have a certain crop that we need in order to finish that, and that's something that cannot be obtained year 1 normally. Yeah, they really just set this game up so that you are unable to acquire certain things until the second day. So second year, I mean. Sorry. Let's go check up on Emily and give her this amethyst, then we can go catch her the fish she wants. Oh, my favorite stone! You're so sweet! Huh? It's from who? Oh, you got it, Clint! Well, I don't care where you got it from, it's beautiful. Thank you! Mwah. Well, that backfired on Clint, didn't it? Do you know how to cook bean hot pot? I like that dish quite a bit. It's hard to get fresh ingredients in the winter, huh? Yes, it is. So I believe that is actually a hint to one of Emily's favorite items, the bean hot pot. So don't think we know that recipe at the moment. No, we do not. So I see these little worms down here. This gave us a book for the library. Just want to go to the collection screen right quick to show that you can check the secret notes you find at any time. So it's a nice way just to keep track of all the ones you found, the ones you're still missing, and just to quickly consult them at any time so that you can glean the information off of them. Alright, but that's enough about that. Let us go to Robin so that we can finally get this building upgrade. I've been really looking forward to this one. Robin, I have a request for you. So we're going to be doing the deluxe coop. We'll go ahead and build that. As always, it goes over any big coop that you already have on the farm. Okay, I'll start working on your coop upgrade first thing tomorrow morning. Thank you, Robin. I really appreciate that. So gonna need to gather some more resources. So we have all the stone we need in order to do the next thing, but we're going to need to gather a lot of wood and a lot of money. Because that request just straight up killed our money supply. We're going to need to get a lot more money. Thankfully, we have a fishing mission we can do today, so that should get us a couple of good buckaroonies that will go into our investments in the future. Alright, there was that library book we found on the ground earlier. So how about we go... Sorry there, Elliot. How about we go check out what that book says, because they give you some good information from time to time. Solakulan pa ino ra kotovlan mabobel ino ra teba omi walo nemo. Dop ulan koto kui mamo awa yoba omi solakawa lon omi nemo. Solak teba ra awa nemo gawa ino bel ula vlan nemo teba omi yoba bel omi z. So I think this is actually a hint about something you can do. All you have to do is look at the first letter of each word, and you can decipher that. So, Super Cucumber Town, Duck Mayo Saloon, and Strange Bun Toy Box. So yeah, it's telling you to get certain items and deposit them in certain places in order to get something special. So we need a Super Cucumber Duck Mayonnaise, which we can get very easily, and a Strange Bun. Strange Bun is definitely going to be tricky to get. You are able to make those, but you need to unlock the recipe first. But you are able to get them from drops from enemies, and by the current point we are in the mines, we should be able to get them from enemies. Alright, let's go ahead and do some fishing, because we need to get ourselves a tuna. I believe the tuna is only available in the day, so we gotta be quick about this. So, in terms of some other stuff that's been going on, as I have been replaying some games I've been meaning to finishing, I've been getting back into Xenoblade Chronicles 2. It's a game I really like, especially after watching Chugga Conroy's extensive Let's Play on the game. And yeah, it's been very exciting getting to go back to this. So at the current point of the game I'm at, I don't want to go too much into spoilers, but I'm after a certain plot point that happens in an area called Tantal, and some interesting developments there. Like, one point in the story there, they set up this one character as being the villain for that arc of the story, but they just kind of resolved the plotline, like, really quickly. Ooh, sardine. I need that for a recipe, so that's good. And I don't really know how I feel too much about the development of it. Like, the character is fairly interesting in how they feel justified in committing this a cruel act because they believe it's for the good of the world and in order to keep people safe. At the same time, it comes off as just very selfish of him wanting to do this, especially because it involves taking out someone who, at this point, hasn't done anything bad, or at least hasn't done anything bad in the last 500 years. It's essentially trying to assassinate an innocent person and without any evidence that they really deserve to be executed, and I don't know how I feel about that. But besides that, I've been very excited for some other developments in the game, especially in terms of the side content, because I've unlocked a lot of side quests at this point of the game with a lot of my blades. And I've definitely been very excited about that for a variety of reasons. Ooh, our fishing tackle's worn out. Sadly, our tackle does have durability, and the more you use it, the more it'll be used up. So that's kind of a shame. So why I'm still fishing here? I want to try to get another sardine since I need that for a recipe. See, I've definitely been having some fun with some of the side quests in the game. So one of them I unlocked very recently because of a certain blade that I got today. So I unlocked a character called Ursula, who is very interesting in that a lot of her development is tied to her side quests. So you'll want to do her side quests in order to get the most out of her abilities in combat, which is fairly cool, I must say. Wow, we got some emeralds from that. You know, how about we give those as a gift to Penny? We haven't seen her in a while, and she could definitely use a nice pick-me-up after a lot of the stuff she's been doing lately, educating the kids in town. Yeah, we'll go pay her a visit and deliver that. So meanwhile, we got this tuna for Emily. So I don't even know if she's here right now. Hey, Haley. Alright, she's not here, so she's probably gone to the... saloon. Yep, there she is. Let's go ahead and give you the tuna. Oh, is that the tuna I requested? That looks perfect. Let's see. Here's what I owe you. Let's get a nice helping of money from that. We could give her an emerald. I believe that's also one of her favorite items, since Emily just loves gemstones in general. But not really in the mood for that, since I want to focus on Penny here. She's not at home. Kind of sad that Penny has to live in just this crappy little mobile home with her mother. Kind of a shame. Because I could definitely see from their situation that Pan doesn't make a whole lot of money, especially with how the buses weren't running when we first came into Stardew Valley. So I kind of feel sorry for her in a lot of instances. I definitely feel that she has been living in poverty for most of her life, has been trying to make the best of the situation. Probably one of the main reasons that she became a teacher for the kids in town. Just so that she can make some extra money that she needs. There you are, Penny. There you go. Thank you! I really love this! We've been building a relationship with her pretty nicely. Alright, we have that mission to go hunt some squid kids. We could probably take care of that. But we're already pretty late into this day, and I want to focus on gathering some more wood so that we are prepared for when we need to make upgrade our barn. Let's go ahead and sell a bunch of these. Shrimp I'll want to hold on to, since that is important for a recipe coming up. So hold on to that. And we'll keep those sardines, because we need those. Alright, we'll get these converted into something useful. And we'll sell these for some money. So yeah, we're definitely going to need to get a lot more money, especially with how things currently are. Okay. So we might have some hash browns in here. There we go. So once you have sardines and hash browns, you're able to make Dish of the Sea. And we got an achievement, Sous Chef. Dish of the Sea is definitely a good recipe you want to focus on if you're looking to do a lot of fishing, because it improves your fishing skill, which can be helpful for catching certain things. Especially considering where we are in the winter, there is a particular fish we can try to catch that is definitely going to take a lot of effort, but we'll definitely try to hunt that thing a bit later. Alright, so for now, I want to focus on chopping down some wood. So let's go do that. So yeah, Xenoblade, very happy that I was able to get Ursula because of how interesting her quest is. And it's also been interesting since a lot of her quest involves a lot of downtime where you can just focus on working on other tasks while you're also trying to get her ready in order to do certain tasks during her quest line. Which begs me the question of why Chugga Conroy thought it was a good idea to do the entirety of her quest all in one session. Man, I have a lot of respect for Emil because of the amount of work he puts into his Let's Plays, and it cannot be easy, obviously, having to do all of that all in one huge thing that he had to do for one video, and man, it definitely gives me a lot of appreciation for his craft. He's definitely one of my biggest influences when it comes to being a content creator online, among various other people that I definitely owe a lot of respect to. But yeah, I definitely have to admire him for a lot of the work he puts in. He is a very passionate individual, and man, I would really just like a moment to just talk with him and like really pick his brain about a lot of topics. So I did actually get to see him the last time I was at Con Bravo, which was a couple years ago. So I was actually with a friend at the time, and Emil just actually came up and started talking to him about a couple of things. So I was just kind of standing there, being starstruck that Emil was like a couple feet away from me, and yeah. Of course, because it was me, I didn't really speak up or anything, but it would have been nice in time to actually talk with him, you know. It was fun, though. I really enjoyed that trip. Got to see the Throne Controllers show, and just, it was really fun. Especially with the time I got to spend with my friends that I met over the Maryland Discord server, including Maryland himself. It was very fun. Alright, so that is a decent amount of wood we need for our future project. So go ahead and deposit that for now. And we also got snails, which we're going to need for our future projects. Oh, I just remembered something else we can do now. So we'll definitely could focus on that very soon. So yeah, how about tomorrow we get started on checking out a very interesting quest line. So I didn't want to get started on this until after I had gotten a specific book at the library that actually brings it up. But yeah, we'll get started on that very soon. We're gonna need so much money for this next project. We need 25,000 G. And unfortunately, it's winter, so getting money this season is very difficult. It's gonna be clear and sunny tomorrow. Perfect weather for the Festival of Ice. The event will take place in the forest starting between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. Don't be late. Alright, so tomorrow we have that to look forward to. That's definitely exciting. Oh, hey Pierre, what's up? Hello there, Hayden. So, your first year in Stardew Valley is almost over, huh? If you keep buying seeds from me, you'll be twice as productive next year. And I have some exciting news. I'll be selling new seed varieties in my shop next year. I should have one new variety per season. Well, that's all I want to say. Have a good one. You know, I wouldn't even bother trying my competitor's seeds. Pierre's seeds are the highest quality seeds you'll find anywhere. That's a promise. So I really don't know if that's actually a thing, where the seeds you buy from Pierre's tend to be higher quality than the ones you get at Joja Mart. But I like to believe that is the case. Anyway, hello, Local Weeb 05. Welcome to the stream. We're playing some Stardew Valley. Hayden, flip this letter over for instructions on how to make a super healthy meal. You'll feel energized. See you soon, Emily. So we got a recipe for a red plate. Dear Hayden, tomorrow we're all gathering in front of Marnie's house for the Festival of Ice. It's a celebration of winter. There'll be snowmen, ice sculptures, and a nice fishing competition. Arrive between 9 a.m. and 2 p.m. if you'd like to participate. Mayor Lewis. I actually forgot how early into this year they actually have that particular holiday. Oh, Nate, I actually didn't realize that Yeah, hi. You actually caught me at a pretty good time. About midway through the stream, and we've already made some pretty good progress here. Wow, Emily is already, like, the character we have the biggest relationship with. That's actually kind of sad, because she's not the character I'm planning to romance. We got some more sturgeon roe. Let's get that converted into some nice, juicy caviar. What's also nice is that the caviar will be useful for something coming up soon. So yeah, this really is a good game there, Nate. So I remember we were playing it before together. That was some really good time. I would really like to go back to that, but of course planning that whole thing is just really complicated. Especially because our schedules these days tend to be very busy, so... Alright, those guys are doing well. Okay, so... if I could get my train of thought back on the rails... Alright, so that recipe we got from Emily is the red plate. And of course it's something we cannot make this year. Acquiring a crop that we cannot grow yet. But we'll want to remember that for the time being, because that'll definitely be helpful. Alright, our animals seem to be doing good. Let's get all this hay set up. What's very nice is that once we get the deluxe coop, we won't have to worry about needing to restock the hay for the animals as frequently as we needed to. So that'll be very good. Yeah, thank you, and Nate, I'll definitely try to have a good day, and I'm happy you were able to stop by. Excuse me. Man, Sprig, you just really wanted to get in my way, huh? I mean, I pulled your teats and this is how you repay me? Let's get all these converted. So yeah, we got a holiday coming up that'll definitely be eating up our time tomorrow. Looking forward to that. Alright, how are things on the farm right now? We got plenty of hay I'm actually very happy for. Yep, they gave me some good information there. Now, what I wanted to do before we get started on some other things today is I want to grab a battery pack, which is an item only obtained from thunderstorms if you have lightning rods set up on the farm. So, a while ago, we received a message from one of the books in the library telling us that there was something in the tunnel leading from Stardew Valley. So how about we go into the tunnel and check things out in here. It's very dark, so you can barely see things in here. There's a barrier keeping you from progressing any farther. If you look here, you can see that it's a battery-powered lockbox. Unfortunately, there's no battery in it. Let's fix that. It worked. The lockbox swings open. Inside there's a note. Your first task, bring a rainbow shell to the train platform. Leave it in the box. Mr. Key. We have started the mysterious Key quest. Within a secret lockbox, you found a note with peculiar instructions. It's signed by a Mr. Key. So yeah, this is definitely an interesting quest. We'll definitely go into it more, but Key is one of the most enigmatic characters in all of Stardew Valley, and we'll definitely see more of it as the series progresses on in the years. So he told us that we wanted to take a rainbow shell to the train station. This is why I heavily recommended keeping a rainbow shell, as these can only appear at the beach during the summer. So you want to hold on to one of those then. And yeah, I only wanted to do this quest around this time because I wanted to wait until we actually had the book to handle it. But now that we got that, we can go ahead and take care of this little mission from Key. And yes, his name is Key. I know it has a Q in it, but that's how the name is pronounced. So up here, want to take it to the box over here. You throw the shell into the box. Immediately, a note falls down from the rafters above. Well done. Your next task, place 10 beets inside Mayor's fridge. Mr. Key. So we need to get 10 beets. Unfortunately, we're not able to do that this season because we do not have enough things to take care of that. But now that we're getting the upgrade for the coop, we should be able to handle that very soon, which I'm definitely excited for. But yeah, this is definitely an interesting mission. So it's very much a scavenger hunt of you having to deliver certain things to certain locations to try to get all the stuff, and it is interesting. So on the beets, the only place you're able to get beet seeds is by purchasing them from Sandy's shop in Calico Desert. So you want to have the bus stop unlocked in order to do all that. We're not going to need to grab the beets just yet because it's going to be a little while before we're actually able to grow them, since beets will normally only be grown in the fall. So yeah, that is a thing we'll worry about sometime later. Right, now that we got these, how about we go ahead and deposit those in there. That goat cheese we could give as a gift to Leia next time we see her. Actually, we need the money coming up, so let's go ahead and deposit that. Okay, so we got a mission to kill some squid kids. Oh, also it's Sunday, so it's... Just remembered, it is Caroline's birthday, so we need to give her a present. Excuse me a second. Okay, I looked up her favorite items, and this is pretty tricky. Her favorite items tend to be recipes, but we don't really have... Oh, we actually have the strange bun, so we can do that one thing. We don't have any of the recipes we actually need in order to give her as a gift. The only other thing that she is a fan of is summer spangles, and unfortunately we don't have any. But maybe we could give her a crocus and hope that she likes these. So I'm really hoping this actually works out, because I don't want to give her something that she actually turns out to hate. And before we go, how about we grab some food? Yes, we used up quite a bit last time. So let's grab a few roots platters. We're easily able to make these in this season, since it takes cave carrots, which can be dug up in the... which are dug up in the mines, and winter roots, which can just be readily found out here on the field during winter, or dug up in certain locations in the mines. There is Caroline. Let's give her her gift. You remember my birthday. Thank you. This is great. Alright, we got her a present she liked. Not the best gift we could have given her, but at this point, we didn't really have many options. So yeah, she is definitely tricky to get a present for, since her favorites are summer spangles, which are only grown at one time of the year. And the others are recipes that we don't currently have, so there's that. Alright, so we gotta go searching for squid kids. So it's not guaranteed that we'll find one down at these floors, which is a little concerning. Just have to kind of hope that one will spawn. It's got these shamans here we gotta take care of. Gets us a lot of Void Essence. As I said before, Void Essence is one of the Wizard Rasmodius's favorite items. So this is a good area to build up your relationship with the wizard. Ooh, what do we got here? We got 2 diamonds from that purple rock. Oh, that's so good. Definitely want to sell that for money, since we need those to do our future projects. Hello there, lava bat. What are you doing there? Go away. I'm very happy that I have the golden pickaxe now. It's just really good for breaking the rocks down here. So we're not going to get the next level of our pickaxe for quite some time. For one, it is a very expensive upgrade. And 2, it requires resources that are very hard to get by this point in the game. So it's best to save that for a bit later. So I definitely recommend getting the gold tools for the other things that we're definitely going to be needing. So the gold watering can and the gold hoe will definitely be useful for farming. Once we get back into spring, the golden axe is just good for being able to chop down trees at a faster rate, and also consume less energy by doing so. Hey, get back here, you. Alright, what else is down here? We're doing pretty good here, but still a little ways until floor 100. Definitely want to get down there, because floor 100, as you can expect, will have some good stuff for us. We're not really making good time right now, which is concerning. So I'm thinking I have an idea on what the layout's going to be for the next, for one of the next floors, and I am concerned about it because I'm pretty sure we're going to get the spiral floor soon. Ooh, we got 2 secret notes right now. Let's go ahead and pop these open, see what they contain. Mermaid Show 15423. You'll want to remember this for a bit later this month. Oh, and this is telling us to dig in a certain location. So, yep, you'll definitely want to remember that for later. Uh-oh, it's gonna be a swarm of bats coming in. Don't appreciate that. I do not appreciate the service you are giving me. At least giving us a lot of bat wings, which are useful for setting up some more lightning rods. So I can appreciate that. Definitely want to make use of our block here. There's so many strong enemies down here. Stop swarming, please. God, you can just really see just how enemies just quickly swarm you and just really mess with you. What's nice about the Roots Platter is that it helps increase your attack power, Making it a bit easier to deal with enemies down here. Also gives a lot of energy. So definitely useful when you're down in the mines. And you're able to make these really easily this season, so definitely go for it when you can. So I'm not seeing any squid kids, sadly. Buddy, could you get lost? So yeah, I'm thinking we're not going to see any squid kid by the end of this. I mean, the next floor is kind of big, so we could see one. But we don't have much time left in this day, and considering the floor that's coming up, we are going to need to really book it to the ladder. And who knows how deep into that floor it's going to be. God, bats, leave me alone. I really hope that the stairs didn't spawn in earlier and I just didn't notice. Ooh, lava crab. Take that, you. Okay, it is almost 11, so I'm thinking that we're probably not going to make it to floor 100 during this session. It's kind of upsetting. Where are these stairs? Alright, if we can just quickly get to the stairs before the end of this day, that'd be really good. I'll get down there. There we go. By reaching floor 100, we get a star drop, boosting our max energy. You found a star drop. It's strange, but the taste reminds you of magic. Maximum energy level has increased. And what's down here is a pool of lava that we can fish from. You'll want to remember this because this area has a very rare fish in it, and it's one of the hardest fish to catch in the game, I want to say. Probably even harder than some of the actual legendary fish. But yeah, you'll want to remember that pond for later if you want to fill up the collection. It's not needed for anything, but if you want to complete the collection, you'll definitely want to go for it. Alright, let's sell a bunch of these that we don't need. Alright, then we'll keep the rest for future stuff to do. Alright, so we should be ending this session probably on the next day. Or maybe we could try to do the... we could try to do the fishing thing and then get started on something else. We'll see. I just want to quickly check. Are we able to... Yeah, we can make pale broth. So, let's check out that white algae so we can make that. Yeah, depending on how things go, we should be able to do the fishing contest, and then we could probably do one more day. Alright, let's head into bed. And we got level 8 mining, so now we can make the Mega Bomb. That's definitely going to be pricey, but could be helpful going forward for a few things. Alright, so on the 8th of winter, we got ourselves a holiday. Bundle up, folks. It's gonna snow tomorrow. Let's check living off the land. Find any tree seeds while chopping wood? You can plant those in the ground, a new tree will grow. Get creative. Yep. We already know all about growing trees from some of our earlier sessions. Let's see here. Dear Hayden, nothing's more satisfying than cooking with fresh vegetables from your own garden. I've enclosed a recipe to help you out. Take care, Caroline. So we got a recipe for parsnip soup from her. So we're not going to be able to cook that for quite a while since... Oh, actually we do have a parsnip in storage, so we can do that. So it requires parsnip, milk, and vinegar. So obviously it's a recipe you're not really going to make until spring. I was just lucky and actually had the ingredients necessary for it. Okay, we are actually all out of vinegar in the fridge, so we're going to need to stock up on some more. Hopefully the store in town is open today. If not, that's fine too. Some more torches, and these guys are all ready. So yeah, it takes about 8 days for these to be fully grown. So yeah, that gives me a good indicator on how much time we are going to spend in between our harvests. So we should do a few of these. Just want to go into crafting, and we're going to convert as many of these into seeds as we can. Oh boy, 80. This is going to be something. So we've got ourselves plenty of seeds to be converted into new produce, which will be very exciting once this is fully grown. And yeah, once we have grown these, we should be able to convert the next harvest into more seeds. And then by the end of winter, we're just going to have one giant harvest and make a lot of money. There we go. It's got a lot of seeds planted. It's gonna make us so much money by the end of the year. Oh, I'm so happy. Look at that. We're being productive. What's kind of a shame about farming in winter is that you don't have any rain happening this season unless you use a rain totem. And without that, you're gonna have to just kind of wait a while before you can and really use your get a chance to upgrade your watering can. So got all these that we could handle. Yeah, we can see if we can convert that into preserves, and we need some wine for the community center, so we'll get that converted. And the crocus can be stored for later, as we are going to be giving that as a gift whenever we see our friend Sandy again. Alright, before we head to the holiday, so I'm thinking how about we take care of that one thing we saw. Which is that one secret note we dug up telling us to dig in a certain location. Which, luckily, is very close by. We just need to go over here. Very quick. Is Pierre's open? It's locked because of the holiday. Yeah, I probably should have expected that. Sebastian's birthday's coming up. I probably have some stuff. Oh yeah, we definitely have the things we can give to Sebastian to boost our relation with him. Oh, that makes me excited, because Sebastian is a viable bachelor that we could date. And there we go. We got an artifact called a strange doll. Fairly interesting. How about we go take care of that? If the library is even open right now, we can check. It's locked because of the holiday. Yeah, I expected that. Okay, so we're gonna have to wait at least one more day in order to deliver that. But considering how much longer we have of this session, we should be able to do it. Alright, so we got some new missions here that have me excited. So we got Gus's famous omelet. I've got the urge to make my famous giant omelet. Well, I'll need 2 dozen eggs. Any takers? I'm gonna do this mission. We have quite a few egg-laying animals on our farm right now, and this could definitely be a good use of our time with them. So, Gus's famous omelet. We need to gather 2 dozen eggs within a couple days. 14 days, actually. We'll have plenty of time to do this. Oh, hey, come on, you. So yeah, I forgot to check on the animals today. So focused on everything else. So yeah, any eggs that your animals lay will go into the omelet. So you don't have to worry about needing chickens instead of ducks in order to do this, because you'll get them all the same. So yeah, this is definitely an interesting mission. I actually got it done in one of my other farms recently, so yeah, this one is definitely worth it. It has a pretty good reward at the end of it. So I want to store our eggs for now. They're going in this little chesty over here. Actually, I'm thinking maybe we could move our thing over. What's in here? I'm thinking we can move it over here since we don't really need that over by the farm at this point. Especially with it being closer to the coop. So yep, we'll store our eggs there for the time being so that we know we need them for the mission. And we'll convert that into cheese. Alright, we're done here, so how about we head down and see what this holiday has in store for us. Just want to make sure we get down there on time. So welcome to the Festival of Ice. I'm entering the ice fishing competition today. Why not? It's rare that Willy ever loses, though. It's got ourselves quite a nice little thing happening here. Oh, ice. A beautiful material to sculpt in, but so impermanent. But I guess that might make the art even better. It's got some nice little sculptures here that people are making. I'm sorry, but carving ice parapets requires my undivided attention. Well, that's why you're not working on my coop right now. Did I ever tell you how George and I first met? He actually pelted me with a snowball in this very festival. He was a gentleman back then and came over to see if I was okay. That's actually a very sweet backstory for these two. Why drag me out into the cold for this? If it was up to me, I'd probably have a pizza festival at the saloon instead. Well, Shane's got his priorities in order. The forest looks beautiful in the winter, doesn't it? Sure does. I definitely like a good wintry scene. How's winter coming along for you, Hayden? Oh, it's doing pretty good, Carolyn. We're gonna get a good harvest in soon. Cold? Nah, I never get cold. The edge is keeping him warm. Hey, Hayden, you got into the ice fishing competition? Oh, not me. I don't know how to fish. So it looks like the traveling merchant is actually attending the festivities here. I believe this was added in a later update. So we have quite a few things we can buy here, but they're very expensive. These would be nice to decorate the house with, but I need the money for our future projects, and I cannot be wasting it on just decorations. But this is where you can get one of the rare crows. So, there's that going for you. Let's look around, because they actually open up a huge chunk of the forest area here. For you to just look around. The scenery is very nice, especially with a lot of the sky squirrels. But yeah, you can explore just a huge chunk of this map and just see what's going on. So we can't talk to the wizard with this igloo in the way. Igloo building's an art I picked up from the tundra dwellers who live beyond the frozen sea. That was many years ago. Good old water tribe, always teaching their lessons to others. Yeah, but it is so cool just seeing this forest area just cleared out for this holiday. I feel bad for all the poor cold animals out there. Nah, they can keep warm. Extreme temperatures can put your body under a lot of stress, so make sure to bundle up. Oh, and enjoy the festival. Thank you, Harvey. Sorry, there's no food. Just wait until the Feast of the Winter Star. You'll be stuffed for days. Looking forward to it, man. Hey, Hayden, ready for some ice fishing? Yeah, I'll do my best. That's the spirit. You know what? I probably should have worn a jacket. Yes, you probably should, Demetrius. I saw a big fish down there. Nah, it can't be bigger than some of the things I've fished up. This snow is so cold I can't feel my fingers anymore. What do you think of my snow goon? I like to think that the way Abigail specifically refers to it as a snow goon is a reference to Calvin and Hobbes. Definitely one of my favorite story arcs from that, just with all of the weird snow creations. I guess winter isn't all bad. Playing in the snow can be fun. Yes, it can. Snowmen are okay, I guess, but mostly I'm looking forward to the spring. Yeah, spring's definitely a good time. I plan on winning the ice fishing competition. Willie's gonna be pretty hard to beat, though. He does this kind of stuff day and night. I mean, I don't mean to brag, but I have a maxed out fishing skill for a reason. Emily started helping me without any provocation. Does that mean something? Wow, this snowman needs a makeover. Who made this? Wow, get burned, Clint. What kind of snowman should we make? Let's do a classic one. Carrot nose, top hat, scarf. I guess maybe it's best to stick with the classics, huh? I want to give him a carrot nose. I'm not very creative when it comes to snowmen. That's okay. Everyone has their own fortes. That's pretty much all the interactions I believe we can have. Yep. Alright, so time to go into the real meat of this holiday, which is the fishing contest. Welcome to the Festival of Ice. The highlight of today's festival is the ice fishing competition. We set up this frozen lake and stocked it full of fish. Just let me know when you're ready to compete. Yep, we are all ready. Been preparing for this all year. Alright, everyone, let's begin this year's ice fishing competition. Contestants, your goal is to catch as many fish as you possibly can in 2 minutes using the provided fishing rods. You must catch your fish here from these holes in the ice. Well, is everyone ready? Begin! Let us go. You only have a small area to cast in, so you gotta keep that in mind here. And just wait. And catch them. So don't have to worry about the fish being really difficult to catch. They're not gonna move around a lot. So you don't have to worry about fishing up a pike or catfish. It's all just standard fare. And we should have this contest done very soon. It's kind of a shame that we only have a standard rod for this. It would be nice if the fishing rods that you buy from Willy actually impact the chance of you getting better fish from this, with just being able to catch fish more quickly. But no, you just get a dinky standard rod. Also, I like the amount of depth that this holiday gives to some of the villagers in town, because it shows that Pam and Elliot have an interest in fishing. I quite like that. Also helps that one of Elliot's favorite items is a certain sea creature. Yep, all we're doing here is catching the fish. So timer is almost up. Got a few things, but we could definitely do a bit better. Alright, we should have enough time to catch one more. Here we go. Man, only 6 fish. This is... did I not actually fish it up in time? That was pretty bad, honestly. Let's see how we did. Wow, that's a lot of fish! Ugh, the smell. Now, for the winner of this year's ice fishing competition. Hayden with 5 big slimy fish. I really didn't think I did too good, but sure, I'll take it. Here's your prize. Enjoy! So we get a sailor's cap and a bunch of fishing tackle by doing that. I'm pretty sure originally your prize for winning this was only the hat. So I'm very happy that they added with the fishing tackle. That's it for this year's Festival of Ice. Thanks for coming, everyone. Now let's release these poor fish. Nah, come on. We can make them into some nice fishy casseroles. Come on. I can't believe I won. Well, time to head home. That's the end of that holiday. Still got a bit of time left in this day. How about for the rest of this season, we wear our captain's hat? That's very nice. So we need some more tackle for a fish. So yeah, nothing is going to be open right now, so we can't really take advantage of these things. That's okay. We can convert this into sashimi and give that as a gift for Sebastian very soon. And let's sell that holly. And put our tackle away. Let's make a roots platter. So we still need plenty of these. Oh, we're actually all out of cave carrots. We need to go grab some more of those. Yeah, we are definitely going to need a lot more of those for the future. At least we got a couple plans for what we're going to be doing in the next couple of sessions. Alright, that was a very productive day. I actually got quite a bit done, even though it wasn't very lucrative. But still, pretty nice holiday overall. And on to the final day of this session. Oh yeah, I don't check the fortune teller all that often. Bundle up, folks. It's gonna snow tomorrow. I actually don't know if the snow actually affects anything. It probably does. I just never took the time to actually do the research on this. So let's water up all of our seeds here. It will take a couple more days until we can see this harvest. But it's going to be a good one. It will definitely give us a lot of seeds that we will use for our final harvest of the season. I can't wait for that. It's going to be so good. Alright, on this last day, I can't really think of too many things I want to talk about. I guess something I could say is I'm looking forward to when my mother is coming home from her vacation, which should be in a few weeks. Definitely excited for that. It'll be nice to see her again. And with some other things that I think would be nice. I don't know, I just really hope that things start getting a bit better so that I can spend some more time with my family. It's definitely been a while since I got to spend a lot of time with them, and it'll be very nice. Hey everybody! You can see here the coop is finally done. We got ourselves the deluxe coop. And now that we have it set up, we have an automatic feeder here. We no longer have to worry about setting up hay there for our animals to eat. It automatically gets sorted there, which is very nice. Alright, we don't got a whole lot in terms of eggs today. By this point, I could definitely say it'd be worth it to invest in probably some more chickens or another duck. Just for the time being, I'm not going to focus on that. Why did I do that? I needed those eggs. Ah, man. Just completely lost track of my... Ah, man. It happens. You just lose track of things, and then that's what happens. Just gonna need to buy some more vinegar at the store. Alright, everything on the farm should be good. Yeah, I just want to check the fish pot right now. Yep, we can put some bait in there. Okay. That's the last task we're going to be doing here. God, I really wish I didn't waste those eggs. We have plenty of time in this month to get this mission done, but I just feel really stupid about that. So now that we have the deluxe coop, we can check in with Marnie very soon and see about adding some new animals to the farm, because there's one that will be very useful to us going forward. Looking to dissect herring. Please deliver to Demetrius at 24 Mountain Road. That's kind of grim, don't you think? We'll go check in with Demetrius very soon. For now, let's go buy some vinegar. And there's nothing else I really need right now. Okay. I do remember there was that one thing. I realize now because we have access to the... Since we have the strange bun, we could do a certain thing. Yeah, we can focus on that in a little bit. I just want to get this mission taken care of. Let's put some bait in here. It's nice we're getting some shrimp, because those are going to be useful for a few recipes that you'll definitely want to go for. See, I'm also pretty relieved that things are going to be ending soon, because I am quite hungry right now, and I know it's currently a holiday right now, but I can probably try to see if there is a Subway open and try to get some food for me. Which is probably not the best thing for me to eat, since I actually did have Subway yesterday, and oh boy, it definitely makes me feel like a chubby. But it's okay, I really don't have too much problems with my weight. Just that sometimes I could feel a little down about it, but in the end, I just have a good, positive image about myself, even if it's not the best. But hey, nobody's perfect. It's not a big trouble. Not a big deal. Alright, there's a thing we need to deliver to Gunfer. I just want to check in with Demetrius. There you are. I forgot that Abigail can sometimes come in here. There you go, man. Hello, Hayden. You saw the bulletin I posted. Thanks so much. Here's a little something for your trouble. We didn't make a whole lot of money off that, but still nice to get that job done. What's up, Abigail? So cold. I wish we had a hot cup of cocoa to share. Yeah, that would be nice. So don't have any amethyst for ya. Alright, let's go get this thing delivered to our buddy Gunfer. And then we could see about getting that one thing done. So as that one book hinted at, it tells you a location that you need to put a specific item in. But it doesn't explicitly tell you what the place you need to put them in is. It just tells you that you'll want to put it in a certain location. So we'll definitely want to keep that in mind. For now, we'll put that strange little doll there. I just want a refresher on this. Alright, so strange bun in the toy box. I have a few ideas on where that is. So yeah, we could definitely get this taken care of. Specifically when it's referring to a toy box, there are some places that I feel like this could be referring to. And one of them, I don't know, it might be a location that is currently unavailable to us, but I have a pretty good idea on where we need to take these. Let's go ahead and grab these while we're here. Let's make some good money off of these. Nautilus shells, you can go ahead and sell those. I don't think they're important for anything. At least that I'm aware of. They might have some use for something really obscure, but it's just not coming to me. Alright, let's store the vinegar in the fridge. Have that ready for a recipe sometime in the future. Looking at our current recipes, yeah, it's still going to be a while before we can make anything new. I'm happy with the things we were able to do. Alright, so strange bun. Let's see if we can take this to a few areas. It's telling us to take it to a toy box. And as luck would have it, there are at least 2 children to be found in Stardew Valley. So we can try to check in at a few locations. See here that Marnie's not. So I would really like to see Marnie active so we can do something. Okay. Doesn't look like there's a toy box in here. Okay, I actually checked that description again. Jack in the Box is sprawled out, his arms bent at grotesque angles. His hollow eyes peer coldly into the distance. I love the frickin' writing in this game. The little family is gathered around the dinner table. Wait, except Grandpa. He's wedged under the bed for some reason. Janimo Coloring Book Deluxe Edition. I know it's may seem weird I'm just peeping in Jazz's room at the time, but it makes sense. An extra large futon bear. It's so plush can hardly stop from toppling over. Doesn't seem like Jazz uses this much. There's an antique clock in a little golden trinket box. So that's pretty cute. But that's not what I'm looking for. So how about we go check out a different house? Because I know of one other kid that this could be referring to. Vincent, I see a box there. Luckily, we can actually enter his house. What is that? Ferogomon? Okay, that's weird. I've actually never seen this before. That is really weird. But yeah, we got a Ferogomon statue. Oh man, that is so interesting. I've actually never known about this. This actually just came to me recently, the meaning behind that one book. So I thought it was like that the words were like some sort of code that you had to decipher, but no, it's just take the first letter of each word, and that spells out what you have to do. And this is definitely a weird one. A very, very weird mission indeed. So let's put our new friend here, where I don't have to look at it. Alright. So some of the things I want to do, let's make some more gold bars, since we're going to need a lot of gold going forward. So we don't have much time left in this day. Let's chop down a couple more trees, get some more wood for our future projects. Sounds like a good idea. Alright, let's go. So I guess something else I could say before we're closing things off in today's session. So I've been definitely trying to check out a lot of things these days. Just trying to check out a couple more content creators. Been seeing a few more different reaction channels these days. And it's definitely exciting to get to see a lot of different people's reactions to certain things. Especially things that I myself am passionate about. And there's this one channel I've been watching on Twitch these days that is just a channel that plays back some compilations made involving the Game Grumps channel, which is just a channel that I've been a huge fan of for quite many years now, and just these compilations are really fun, just being able to condense all these really funny moments that happen on the channel. And I definitely really appreciate this channel that helps to share these moments. Now you could probably make a dispute about the legality of it, like someone else trying to profit off of somebody else's success, but I really don't think this is the kind of channel that does that kind of thing. Like, it's not really demanding any subscribers or something like that to get some exclusive content. So I feel like it's perfectly legal. So in terms of some other stuff I've been watching, oh boy, this is definitely an interesting topic to discuss. So there are these videos I have been watching lately that are just really, really weird. It's basically somebody taking a Kermit the Frog puppet and they're role-playing as a Kermit and doing these videos where they have the Kermit puppet talking to people over an app called Omegle, and oh boy, these videos are just really, really freaking weird. Especially with a lot of the different jokes this person tends to do with the puppet. Like, one thing they do very frequently is they have the Kermit Kermit puppets say, hey, I got something to show ya. And then they frickin'... And then the person holding the puppet brings up a zucchini at about crotch level of the puppet to make it look like Kermit is flashing his junk at people over Omegle. It is just the weirdest thing, yet I'm just strangely really entranced by these videos. They're just so funny just hearing people's reactions to seeing this Kermit puppet just frickin' flash them. Oh man, they're very funny videos. I can see why people wouldn't be... why some people probably wouldn't find it all that funny, but to me it's just, like, so flippin' hilarious. I love them. And I love Kermit. It's actually funny. As a kid, I never really was a big fan of the Muppets, but now that I'm older, I have so much freaking appreciation and respect for the Muppets. Like, it's just such a fantastic concept of having these just timeless characters, just endlessly entertaining people. I love it so much. Alright, with that, we have all the resources we're going to need for our next big project. But we're going to need a lot more money for that. Hopefully, we will have enough money for that very soon. Now, with that said, I think we are about ready to close things off today. We are over 2 hours into this session, and I'm quite happy with things have been. We got a lot of work done, and I am very happy with what we were able to handle. This was a very good session. So yep, we got to see another holiday. We got our coop upgraded. And we should be getting to see one of the new additions we can have to the farm now that we have the big coop very soon. So, with that said, next time on Stardew Valley, we are going to add a new resident to the coop and then see if we can finally get our barn expanded and see what else we can do in the season of winter. Until next time, have a good day and take care.